Hey guys, see if anybody's here today, Monday, May 4th. And I got to do some fishing yesterday. So that was fun. Got to catch some bass, rockfish, lots of bass. It was really good fishing. Hello guys. Hey BB. Tony, Lloyd, Henry's there. Long Beach Peninsula's here. From the beach house. That's nice. I miss living down there. Used to live down there. Right off Appian and Bayshore. Hey Ron, yeah, it was a good day on the water. Kevin. Yeah, it's pretty easy fishing. Just Roger wanted to get some rockfish for some fish tacos, so we went outside the edge of the horseshoe, and it was pretty easy. Went down the bottom, nice rockfish, big rockfish, a lot bigger than the ones we've been catching at the oil rigs. So that was good. So we got some nice rockfish there, and then I wanted to go catch some calicos. So I have a couple calico spots that produce pretty good, and I was glad to see the fish were still there. And I think Roger hooked a yellow. He got bit really good, had it on for a few seconds and popped off. So we didn't get that fish, but just the two of us, just taking the boat out for a little run, make the boat happy. Jason, no sport boats are running yet, but the sport boats are talking about running on the 16th. There's some boats that are taking reservations right now. They're planning to run on the 16th. Everybody's kind of waiting for the LA County mandate to expire, which expires on the 15th. So everybody thinks it's going to go ahead and go through. And after that, everybody's planning on doing their trips. And the bigger boats are talking about only running with 10 people. So I don't know how if they're gonna do that, or I know some of the boats were talking about 10 people and then charging more. And some of the boats up north, like Morro Bay, was talking about doubling the price of a ticket to get out. So the Gale Force and the Triton doesn't sound like they're going to charge that much more, but they are going to charge more and limit it to 10 people. Yeah, I don't know of any breakwaters or rocks that are accessible by walking that are open. Pretty sure all the Long Beach ones are closed. The beaches in Long Beach are closed. All the beaches in Orange County are closed. But I think tomorrow or Thursday, they're going to open up some of the beaches in Orange County. From what the governor said today, that he was happy with Huntington Beach and some of the changes they're going to make. So we'll see. So maybe then you can do it. Hey, Scott, here's the link for the raffle. So the new raffle is going to be a bunch of lures. So I put a bunch of stuff in the bag here. So we got some crankbaits. Got this guy. Be good for spotted bay bass. or fishing the wall. You guys are asking for like some different stuff, so I grabbed a little trolling lure, soft head. And this is all for $5, so don't here's another trolling lure. This is pretty cool. Got rattles in it. And of course, I have to throw a magic metal lure in there. So here's a glow in the dark for rock fishing. And I have a key thing from Lucas Oil. A couple of decals. And a DVD for tie knots. And I'm going to throw in an old Rebel lure that I found brand new. Throw in there too. So all this can be yours for $5. $5 raffle ticket. And the person that won Monday? No, today's Monday. That won last week only bought one ticket, one $5 ticket. So, all right, so I put all the prizes there so you guys can see them in the background. Okay, what's going on? What are the questions? Did you take your boat out to Horseshoe Cup? Yes, I did. Yeah, Jeff, when I was at the Horseshoe Cup, it was really good. Carlos, hello, Dan. Shout out, sir. We'll be watching your show. But yes, it's good. Thank you. Thanks for watching all that time. The barracuda question. Yes, there are barracuda around. We had some barracuda by the boat. I think we hooked one or two because we got bit off once. And Roger threw a jig and he had a couple of barracuda follow him on a surface jig. So something like this. Magic metal light. So the fish are there, and there's no pressure. I mean, we only saw a couple of boats. I was on the Horseshoe. I was like in one of the best, most popular spots. And I think I saw 3 boats all morning while I was there. I wasn't there whole long. So, what else is going on? Ms. Torres saying, how deep were you fishing? Oh, I was fishing right on the surface for the calico bass and the barracuda. The rockfish, we were in 300 feet of water. 300 feet of water, and there was plenty of fish there. Plenty of rockfish. We didn't fish for lings. Should have probably tried fishing for some lingcod, but I really wanted to get to the calico, so we did that. Yeah, Enrique, that's my feeling. I know there's some guides doing charters right now. I don't know if they'll get in trouble if they get caught, but I was just planning to wait till the 16th, like the big boats are planning to do, for the LA County lockdown to be over. I don't see them extending that. I don't know. Maybe they could, but hopefully they won't since they're starting to open up so much of the state now. Lloyd, I've been between 12 and 22 people lined up on the July overnight trip to Channel Islands. Yeah, hopefully by July you'll be able to get out. Nobody knows what the rules are going to be. Nobody knows if the boats are going to be limited to 10 people, if they're going to say you have to run half your load. So if a boat like the Freelance can run 90 people, maybe they can run with 45 people, 50 people. You know, who knows? Nobody knows. Yeah, even with diesel at a decent price, there's no way that boats can make any money with only 10 people on there. I mean, they're going to have to up the prices. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think we'll find out more as we find out. Brian, you're asking how do you buy a ticket? Are you talking about a raffle ticket? If you're talking about a raffle ticket, here's the link for the raffle ticket. You just go to my website. It's $5, and if you guys have problems signing up there, usually the problem is that you don't put your shipping address. Even though you're not buying something to be shipped, you buy a raffle ticket, you still got to put a shipping address for it to go through on our website. It's just the way the system is. I didn't invent it. Yeah, Lloyd, I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody really knows. Was that I don't know any place where you can go surf fishing right now until Huntington Beach gets opened up. Long Beach is all closed. Everything in LA is closed. So I don't know where you can go. Jose, what rod and reel was I using in the video? I was using a low profile. This is a 300 series. I was using a 400. And this one's by Daiwa. The one in the videos I was using was made by Kuma. And the rod is called a Californian rod. That's what we use on my charter boat. And they're Phoenix blanks, but they're made by Phoenix for Turner's Outdoorsmen. So you can buy them at Turner's. It's their private label rod. What's the best fish for fish tacos? I think rockfish. Rockfish would be good. No, Kevin, I didn't see a lot of boats. I just saw a few, independent boats. I didn't see the Catalina Express even going across, but I think they are running like one day a week, or maybe they're running employees over for work or something. I don't know. Do I know if Morro Bay will open up? That's probably going to be one of the first landings to open up. I just don't know when it's going to open up. Do I have any advice on Santa Barbara Island? Are you going there on your own boat? Or are you going? Because I don't know when the fishing boats are going to be going there. Because normally to fish SBI, you're going to go on an overnight boat, but I guess a boat could make it on a 3/4 day trip. And I don't know when any overnight boats will start running. I'm guessing the boats that are going to run on the 16th are going to be 3/4 day boats. But yeah, I can. SBI is the same as fishing the Channel Islands. You're going to fish bucktails, two bucktails with a strip of squid for the rockfish. And then if you want to get for lingcod, a big 6-ounce bucktail. Or if you want to try a lingcod on a jig, magic metal jig, 8-10 ounces. And then you can use a smaller magic metal jig, like a 33/8 or 4 1/4 yo-yo fish for the yellowtail. This works out really good. So if you need to buy any of that stuff, you don't have it. Since you're here, you can use this code, and you'll save 20% off the website. Yeah, I think I don't know which landings are going to open up on the 16th. I'm just saying from what I'm hearing from some of the skippers, it sounds like the 16th is going to be the day that people are planning to run. Yeah, Vegas. On if you have your own boat, um, the only area where they're really checking who's in the boat is San Diego, and in San Diego, everybody in the boat has to be from the same household. They all have to live together. In LA and Huntington Harbor, um, you don't have to be in the same household. People can be from different households, and they can be on the same boat. So we'll see what happens. Jeff. Yeah, I think a half day trip. What's a normal half day trip right now? Like $35, $40. Let's say it's $40. So a half day trip might cost $80 to go. So we'll see. Matthews, we were in last week on Wednesday because we had to get some stuff out by the end of the month. So any orders that came in before Wednesday last week went out on Wednesday. And then any orders after Wednesday will go out this Thursday. And I was just there today for a few hours to send out TV programs to the TV stations, but no orders went out today. Carlos, what is your favorite knot for bluefin tuna? Well, I use several different knots depending on what I'm doing. Like, you know, there's two different knots I use just to connect spectra to fluorocarbon. I like the double uni and the RP knot for that. And then the knot that goes from the line to the hook. Um, I use Palomar knot, and I have a knot my dad taught me that I haven't seen in any books anywhere. And then also I use Perfection loop knot. Works really good. That way the hook can swing around. Instead of having to tie a knot, instead of having to buy a hook with a ring on it like this, you can make a loop like that using a Perfection loop knot. And the hook will be lighter, your bait will swim better, and it's a lot cheaper to buy hooks without a ring on it. Okay, what other questions? Oh, Jared, no. This is the raffle prizes. This is the stuff that's in the raffle that people are buying the $5 raffle tickets for today. $5 raffle ticket for that. How will you keep track of who's the biggest surfer? Oh, okay, so Scott, for the tournament down in Rosarito, it's really simple. You only can weigh in one fish. Okay, so you can catch 50 fish if you want, but the limits in Mexico are 5 fish. So legally, if you want to keep 5 fish, you can. What I'm hoping everybody does, and what I'm asking people to do, is if you want to keep one that you think is a big fish, keep that one. And then if you catch a fish that's bigger, then go ahead and keep that one for the weigh-in. But you're only going to be allowed to weigh one fish. You'll be able to weigh one halibut and one surf perch, and that's it. There's only two categories. It's a surf perch and halibut. So that's how we're going to do it. You're going to bring your fish to a scale. We're going to weigh it up right there, probably take a picture of it. And we're going to have a weigh-in table. And then while we're, going through all the fish weighed in, there's going to be a lunch there. I got to find out what the details are now with the virus, if they're still going to have the food area outside. Because that was the plan. The plan was to have it on the green area outside, and they were going to set up some chairs and stuff. So that was a plan. And then an hour after weigh-in, we were going to go ahead and announce the winners. So that's the only thing. The other thing I don't know that's going to happen is we were going to do a seminar the Friday night. and that was going to be like in a ballroom, and there was going to be an open bar and all that. So I just don't know exactly what's going to happen with that. If there's going to be social distancing and all that stuff going on. So we'll find out. Marcus, the water temp was pretty good. It was 62 degrees and up to 65 in some spots. Yeah, if you guys are looking for trips to go on this year, go to my website and you can sign up for any of our trips. People are signing up this week for trips for September and October, and some people signed up today for trips. What do you call it? People were signing up today for some of our Emeryville trips for this September. So you can go to our website, and there's this link here, and you'll see the trips we have posted for the year. You can sign up there. I don't know the exact model number, fishing SMB for that rod. The rod's rated for 25-pound tests. So if it says, that means the rod's rated from like 20 to 30, and I fish it in the middle at 25. No, I think it's a 7.5 foot rod. I don't think it's an 8 foot rod, but I can find out for you. I'll try to find out tomorrow, and if you ask a question, leave a question down below after this is done, and I'll try to find the exact model number for you, and we can do that. Wow, this is the most people we've ever had for one of these. You guys must be telling your friends. Thanks. Yeah, Kevin, for the enterprise trip, I have no idea what we're going to do. I don't know if the trip's going to be able to go out with more people by then, or if it's only going to be limited 10 people. I have no. I can't imagine the enterprise being able to run with 10 people. So we'll have to find out what's going to happen. See what other questions do we have here. Scrolling through here. Yeah, Jose, that rod I was using, I used the rod for 25-pound test lines. So, and on the reel, on my charters, private charters, I don't use Spectra on the reels just because I don't want somebody to hook a tuna or something, get their finger wrapped up. So I put straight monofilament on them. On my private reels like this one, I put Spectra, and then I put a piece of fluorocarbon. And the piece of fluorocarbon I put's really small. It's only like half the size of my rod. So if I have an 8 foot rod, that means I'm putting 4 feet of fluorocarbon on there. All right, so there's a link again for the charters. And if any of you want to get into the raffle, where did that go? Here we go. So if any of you want to get in the raffle, it's only $5 a ticket. And I'm only doing it because you guys asked me to do it a few weeks ago. You guys seem to be enjoying it. And again, here are the raffle prizes. We have a trolling lure, crankbait, another crankbait. This one would be great for, and the other one would be great for spotted bait bass calicos. And you can use it for freshwater too. Here's a bigger one that you could use for trolling. yellowtail, calico bass, halibut, and some decals. I'm sure you guys will make me sign. Here's another. This is an older Rebel that I found, so I'm going to put that in there. And have a magic metal jig. Nice rock cut one. This is over $10 just by itself. And for those of you going surf fishing, here's a little magic metal jig, a 3/4 ounce one. And then there's a little DVD in here on tying knots and rigs. Alrighty. So all that's for $5. So you don't have to get a raffle ticket. There's no charge. It's just people were asking for raffle tickets. So that's a raffle ticket. Okay. And there's a bunch of you in here now. So please like this video where the thumb is up. Please hit that so we can get 100 people to like it. That'd be awesome. Oh, we have our friend from the Philippines here. Hey, Kenneth. Barney, you say going to Mexico. You talking about the tuna trips? Hopefully the boats will be going out for the tuna trips. People are already talking about. I know boats are talking about it, but I don't know what's going to happen. So Robert's asking, when I'm fishing for calico bass, do I ever fish down 30, 40 feet? Sometimes. And normally when I do that, I'm doing it with the bucktail with squid. And I'm working squid down deeper, letting it go down along the kelp, hit the bottom, then work it around. And that's how I normally do that. If I'm fishing all the way in the bottom, it isn't so much for calicos. I might be looking for a halibut or a sheephead, rockfish, something like that. Okay. All right, here's a raffle ticket link again. You guys are still asking. Okay. Yeah, Tyler, we might do a surf fishing thing up here. I want to do a fundraiser for my youth foundation, and hopefully we can do something like that. So we'll see what happens. Okay, what else is going on here? Let's see, scroll through here. Yeah, don't forget to like the video, guys. Hello, Jim. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of viewers. We just lost 100 viewers. I must have bored them. But that was good. See a lot of viewers. Okay, so FA Fishing's asking, do you like a Carolina rig when fishing for calico bass, sand bass? When I'm fishing for calico bass, I normally don't use any weight. If I do use a sinker, a sliding sinker, I don't use a Carolina rig or any rig. I just use a sliding sinker with a hook, and that's it. So it'll be my hook and a small sliding sinker, right? That slides in the line. I don't think I have any sinkers here, and that's it. I don't use swivels or nothing like that. Just straight. Yeah. No egg sinkers here. Yeah, so I don't use a rig like that. The only time I really use a Carolina rig is maybe drifting for halibut or something, or surf fishing. But I don't use it for calico bass fishing. Yeah, Jeff, the halibut fishing can be really good along the surf, especially that the springtime, like now into summer, when the grunion are running. A lot of halibut will come into the surf to eat the grunion, so that can be something good to catch. Hey, April. April. See if April will come on and say hi. What other questions do we have? Sure. April, come on. You don't want your bone? Come here. Come get your bone. She's not being. She's being shy for some reason. Yeah, I need more thumbs up here, guys. There's over 200 of you, and I only have 40 likes so far. So please like it. Let's see. Yeah, Tyler, you can catch almost anything on a bucktail. I mean, I catch rockfish, sculpin on the little ones, white sea bass, yellowtail on the bigger ones, and the brand new HD models. This is only a 1 ounce bucktail, but it's got this monster 8-aught hook. And this is the lure that Kevin was telling you guys about when we talked last week about catching tuna on them. Come on, April. So this is the lure, the red one with the big 8-aught hooks, and this is the one I was using in catching school size 25-pound, 20-pound yellowfin tuna on. And I use this for lingcod too, so it looks good. You guys, you guys like my curls? I was just born with them. There's nothing I can do about them. And the longer my hair gets, because I don't have a barber to go to, the more curls you guys are probably going to see. Okay, what other questions? Scott. So what was Dan Hernandez up to the days? I was doing private charters. And I just got done, Scott, with the Fred Hall show in Long Beach. Um, if the Fred Hall show would have been a week or two later, that would have been canceled. As it was, Shimano pulled out the first day of the show. Well, before the day before the show opened, they had their booth there, but they didn't set it up. And from what I heard, but yeah, so Shimano pulled out, another company pulled out. We had the show, and while everybody was getting ready to go to Del Mar Fred Hall show, is when the virus really popped up, and everything got canceled after that. So the Fred Hall show in Del Mar has, I don't know if they're going to still try to put it on later in the year, but right now it's off. But hopefully they can find a time in the fall to put it on. April, come on. Everybody wants to say hi. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on, April. Come on. I don't know. Friday she was all over here. Today she's doesn't want anything to do with me. We already went on a walk, so maybe that's why. Can you fish from the docks, Bunny? Not that I know of. Even like where my boat's tied up, um, I can't walk on the docks and go fish. I can fish from the back of my boat, and I can't leave my boat, but I can't go walk on the docks. They don't allow any of that. Um, I'm going to take my boat out this weekend. I don't think we're going to be doing any charters till um, the 16th, maybe sooner, depending what the governor says this week. But if he opens up restaurants this week, I'll start doing charters. April. Come here. Go meet your bone. She's finally getting brave enough to come in. Come on. That's April, for those of you that don't know her. I have an extra light on here so you guys can see me. So I think it kind of freaks her out. So that was April. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with San Diego fishing, Shelter Island, or any of that. Um, I know they opened some of the beaches, but I don't know exactly what beaches are open or whatever. Yeah, if you guys could hit the like button, I would appreciate it. And then there's the link for the raffle again. If you guys want to get into the raffle, you're welcome to. Yeah. What do you do the super chat? Is that a Facebook thing, or is that um or a super chat is a separate deal? Hey, April. Where's your bone? You want your bone? I don't know what she's afraid of. Okay. I use spinning reels for surf fishing and for trout fishing and stuff. I don't really use spinning reels for ocean fishing. But if all you can do is cast with the spinning reel, use a spinning reel. It would work fine. So. Oh, what's else? Have you ever asked to go on Wicked Tuna? No, they never asked me to go. I've met some of the guys. I met Dave and met some of the other guys on Wicked Tuna, but I probably have a better chance of getting on Deadliest Catch because two of the captains watched my TV show. When I go to the ICAST show, they always stop me and we talk. So to me, it surprises me they watch my show. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm in the Hall of Fame, but it's not for fishing. I'm my high school Hall of Fame. So Montebello High School put me into the Hall of Fame, which is cool because out of all the people in my class, and there was hundreds of us, I don't know, 400 of us, I'm the only person that's been inducted into the Montebello High School Hall of Fame from my class. So that's pretty cool. So I appreciate that. All right, there's all kinds of messages I haven't seen. So let's see what. That was weird. Like I wasn't getting messages for a while, and now I'm getting tons of them. Yeah, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. That'd be cool. I'd really want to get to, you know, 50,000 subscribers, but I've only barely getting close to 20. So Baller has a question, trivia question. Where did Dan fish on his first TV show? I fished everywhere on that first series. Well, maybe there's a specific question you have there. I like the way you guys help each other with the answers, so that's pretty cool. I like that. So please subscribe here to my channel, guys. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, Lloyd, I saw your subscription to Patreon. Thank you. Everything helps. Yeah, everything helps. Whatever thing you can do to support us would be great. I appreciate it. And we're still looking for some money for my youth foundation. We had a couple $1,000s worth of stuff stolen when this whole thing started. So if you guys can help me out a little bit, that'd be great. So if you have extra money and you're not in the position I'm in with everything going on, and that would be cool. Lloyd, I know. Homer. Okay. What would be your go-to all-around? Yeah, the California rod, Michael. Those rods that are sold at Turner's Outdoorsman stores, those are under $200. Those are great rods, and they are a Phoenix blank. So they're not the same quality as a Black Diamond Phoenix blank, but they are a good quality Phoenix blank, and that's what I use for my private charters. And they work fine. You know, if you're going to spend more than $200, I would say get a CalStar. But for that under $200, that rod there is pretty good from Turner's. You know, you'll like it. Did you guys see the video that I posted on YouTube today, catching the calicos? It's right here on my YouTube channel. I just shot it with GoPros. It's the first time I tried wearing a GoPro on my chest and filming, and it came out okay. I was surprised. So, caught a bunch of calicos. I don't like the sound on those cameras, but I'll see if I can do something to get it better. Yeah. So again, you guys, the one thing I keep hearing is that starting the 16th, some of the boats are going to start running. I don't know exactly which boats, and I don't know which areas. I'm guessing they're going to be half day and 3/4 day trips. I know some of the San Diego boats are talking about running in June, but I don't know. Nobody knows when overnight boats are going to be allowed to run, and nobody really knows if Coast Guard or anybody's going to say anything about the other charter boats running. So we don't know. Right now, we're planning on going, um, starting charters after the 15th. So that's my goal. And you guys can just email me some dates and stuff that you'd like to do charters on, and we'll be glad to help you out and take you on a trip. And if you want to see the different trips that I offer for private charters, because I have quite a few different private charters, half day to trips to Catalina, even offshore trips. There's a link to my website for my private charters. It's a totally different website than the TV show, and it's got all the prices there and all that. Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoy the underwater shots and the drone shots. All those cost money to get done, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed them. So, Marcos, thank you for buying the bucktails. Appreciate it. Every little thing you guys do helps me, especially right now with everything going on. Any support you guys can give me, shop on my website, sign up for a fishing trip, all that stuff. We really appreciate it. So, all that would be greatly appreciated. Some lakes are open right now, Joe. You can go. Leg Lake is open. I think Pudding Stone's open. Kevin mentioned some of the other lakes that are open, but yeah, not all the lakes are open, but some lakes are open. Yeah, Scott, ICAST has been postponed, actually canceled for this year. It's supposed to be in July, and it's canceled. Tyler, why is there no sport fishing fleet in Huntington Harbor? Probably because of the bridge, the PCH bridge. The big sport boats would have a hard time getting underneath it. They'd have to take their antennas down every time and all that. So, yeah, anything you guys buy from my website will help me out. So it doesn't matter if it's a bucktail, a pair of boots, anything you can buy on the website would help me out a lot. And please like the video. I would appreciate it. We'll charter screen pass. Yeah, Quaker Oaks. That's a good question. We don't know if passengers are going to get screened for a fever before they get on the boat. Um, I'm sure they're going to ask people to wear a mask, but I don't think people will wear them out there in the sun. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. If you're on a boat for 10 hours or 12 hours, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to be allowed to have the bunk rooms open on charter boats. Nobody really knows what's going to happen. It's kind of scary. So, Tyler, is it possible to tie a GoPro? Yeah, so San Bernardino, a lot of San Bernardino lakes are open too. And from what I heard too, even Big Bear's open. William, can you get dipping sauces? No, we don't have any dipping sauces anymore. Once we lost the account with Ralph's Markets, their new distributor they got didn't want to carry us, so he gave our spot to one of the big chains. So we didn't get in there. That's why we stopped making it, because we were just selling all that stuff at the Fred Hall show, and it was just too expensive to do that. Strong addictions. Well, it's not that I'm bummed out. It's just it's a scary time, Just it's scary. You go from having a decent income to no income, and then the surgeries I had the last 2 years ate up a lot of my savings. So it's a challenge, but I'm here trying to do the best I can. Hopefully, it'll all work out. That's what everybody says. And it's not, you can blame anybody. It's just what it is. Just try to survive. And if you guys want to watch my episodes anytime you want, please download my app. It's only $1.99 a month, and you can watch our HD episodes, and you can watch us in 4K too. There's some episodes. I think there's like 10 episodes in 4K I put up. So I don't know. I'd like to know why we got so many people today. It's awesome turnout. Never had over 200, and there was about half hour there. We had over 300. I think that's really great. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Please share this with your friends, and please like the video. Let's get over 100 likes would be great. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so Disney's asking, do I recommend the patches or the orange chewables Dramamine? I've never used any of those products, but the one I see most people use that seem to do good or seem to be the patches. I see a lot of people use the patches. Let's see. Yeah, right now the best fishing is to go in your own boats. Wicked Tuna has too much drama. Yeah. Some of those guys on Wicked Tuna, just the captains. You got to be nice to people. You got to be a team. Can't be yelling at your crew. I mean, they should respect you as the captains, but you still got to be nice to people. What's your best lure for yellowtails and calico bass? For yellowtail, I like the Magic Metal Jig, 3 3/8 and 4 1/2, different colors. And for calico bass, bucktail, B52 bucktail. Nothing works better. And if they're up on the surface, Magic Metal Light. Do you guys watch all my episodes? These are the only jigs I fish. That's the reason that I fish them all the time. They work really good. Where do we go to order the stuff on my website? You just go to my website, and I'll give you the page for shopping. And when you go to the shopping page, there's everything from our fishing trips to our clothing to DVDs. I mean, everything's there. And this is the website for where you can shop on TV Stow. So I have I have 3 websites really. I have one website for the TV show, and that's what, this is a link to it for where the store is for there. I have another website for the private charters. So if you want to take your family out or take a client, and it would help me out greatly. You hire me to take you out 4 people on a private charter. Here's a link for the private charters, and we can do anything: a half-day trip, three-quarter day trip, a trip to Catalina. All that is available. So there are different websites, and then the other website I have is for my youth foundation. Scott Jones, are you talking about the swap meet for? I host a swap meet for my youth foundation. So is that what you're talking about? We normally have two. One was normally in April. The other one's normally in November. The one for April has been postponed because of the virus. The city wasn't going to let us do it. So we're hoping as soon as they allow large groups together, because we will have hundreds of people at the swap meet, we're hoping to have them um, in the summer. Hoping to have one like maybe in August, but I don't know if we're going to do that or not. So, yeah, you guys, please like the video. Please, please, please. And, if you can hire me for a private charter, it would help. If I can do 10, 12 private charters a month, that would help a lot to get through this. Um, there's lingcods everywhere. You just got to get in the deeper water. I mean, they won't be like in Newport. They'll be in the canyon, Newport Canyon, and outside there. But we catch lingcod in Long Beach, at the Horseshoe Kelp, in that area. But there's way better lingcod fishing. Go out of Sea Landing, out of Santa Barbara. Way better lingcod fishing up there. Going to the Channel Islands. April was out earlier. I don't know if she'll come back. April. 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 Come here. Here, April. Here's your bone. I don't know what it is. Friday she was all over around me, around here the whole time while I was talking, kind of getting in the way. Today she doesn't want nothing to do with this. But she is a female dog, so she doesn't want to be around. Yeah, she has another bone. That's what that piece is right there. It's another bone there. She doesn't want to come get it. We went for a walk already. We went this morning, and we just went just before. That's part of the reason I was a little late today. So, yeah, Kurt, I like those same boats too. The Stardust and the Coral Sea. Great cruise, nice boats, fish good, and they're so close to Channel Islands. It's just really good fishing up there. Lloyd, thanks for subscribing to my app. So here's a link for you guys again. And again, it's only $1.99 a month. If I can get 100 of you guys to sign up for it, it would help a little bit. So, and there you can see the show's really good. They're really nice quality, HD quality, and we do have some in 4K. So we do that. Yeah, and you can watch it on any device. So So it's pretty cool. Put it on your TV. You have a smart TV and all that. And the video quality on Vimeo is so much better than here on YouTube. It really looks good. No, April doesn't go fishing. She's when I had my little skeeter boat, she would go out and bark at all the seals. But she loves to eat fish. She doesn't care rockfish or tuna. She doesn't care if I cook it all the way or not. She loves fish. She eats a lot of fish. When I'm cooking, the other day I cooked up some bluefin and had some scraps left over, and she ate it. She loves them. I'm glad you guys like the El Capitan video. I got some more older videos like that. I'm trying to put them up for you on every Thursday. I'm at like 650 episodes, 660 episodes now. So some of those, those first 15, 20 episodes, trying to put them up for you guys on Throwback Thursdays so you guys can enjoy them. And it's neat. I mean, think of a lot of the skippers that I fished with over the years that are no longer around, like Russ Iser. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. That's kind of like how you judge guys in the fishing industry, like their legacy. And the way a lot of us older guys, look at the legacy of the guys that came before us is when I go out fishing and some of the spots I go fish, they're named after guys I grew up fishing with. Iser's Reef, Russ Iser, Dipley's, John Dipley, Queen of the Sea. There's a lot of spots out there that the skippers found that have their name on them, and they fished them a lot. And they, um, most of the time, the skipper didn't name the spot after themselves. The other skippers named it after the boat because the skipper would fish it all the time, like Dipley's. So that's pretty much where you see people's, when they become like a legend type person, when they have rocks and fishing spots named after them. What lures would I use on a 2-day trip on the Tomahawk? Is that trip going out for sure? Hope it does. But so the Tomahawk's going to run this Friday. Okay. I didn't know that the landings had opened up. That's good. I'm hoping they get out. I hope they let them run. Um, a day and a half trip. You're probably gonna be tuna fishing. So I would be fishing magic metal jigs like this. And if you get if the tuna gets schooled up really thick in the corner, I would use a HD 1 ounce bucktail with that big hook. It works really good on the tuna. Something like that. And then make sure, if it's bluefin, you got to make sure you got some circle hooks because the bluefin have really sharp teeth. You want to hook them in the corner of the mouth. So a circle hook will do that. So make sure you have circle hooks with you. Okay. But that's a great boat, great crew. I fished that boat since it was the Cat Special out of the Channel Islands. Is the surf fishing episode? I've never done a surf fishing episode at Catalina. I did some at Santa Cruz Island, and that one I think you can see right here on YouTube. Thanks, Jason. I'm glad you like the theme song. My godson wrote that for me as a favor, and he did all the instruments on it by himself. Real good musician. Yeah, I see people use it for their ringtone. We had it on our website as a downloadable ringtone for a while because so many people had asked. So Lloyd's asking charter prices. Let me get you that link for our charter prices. The half day trip is like $700, and Catalina is $1,500. But we have everything in between too. Like I like the Catalina trips. I mean, there's really good fishing in Catalina, but if all you got time for is a half day trip, I wouldn't be afraid to do a half day trip and go fish um, with me on a half day trip here locally at Long Beach. A lot of the people I get on half day trips are people with kids or families with or people from out of town. It's funny how many people I get from out of town that watch the TV show. They might live back east or somewhere, and it's like one day go to Disneyland, one day Universal, one day fish with Dan. So it's kind of fun. And the farthest I've had anybody come to fish with me was from Russia. And I have two different families that when they're in town from England, they come fish with me. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know of any sport boats that do Star Wars promotions. Haven't heard of any. Salted, what's your question? Oh, okay, you're answering his question. That's cool. Do I know Pete Almos? I know Edward James Almos, the actor guy. We both went to Montebello. He's about 10 years older than me, but we have some of the same friends, and I've known him for a while before he did Stand and Deliver. But he's a really nice guy. Now, that's something I have in common with him is Edward James Olmos and me are both in the Montebello High School Hall of Fame. Hey, look who's joining us. Hi, April. She finally wanted her bone. That's it? You're not going to say hi? You can just leave? All right. She's gone. Let's see, what's her question? Yeah, I don't know if I believe, Rick, that 90% of the fish are 10% of the water. But there are, I don't know. That might be a good point. Fish like calico bass, sheephead, stuff like that, they're in structure. So you can go from Long Beach to Newport Beach, and probably 90% of that is going to be mud, and you're not going to find fish. But, if you get over those rocks and the structure in between, you're going to find the fish. So it could be. I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely say that and it depends what you're fishing for. When we're tuna fishing, we're not necessarily looking for structure. We're in 3,000 feet of water lots of times. Yeah, no, I've heard all those jokes about tree fish, and I've seen them. The deckhands do it to people when they catch a tree fish, and they'll hold it up and they'll put it next to their face and say, "Here, smell it. It smells like bark." And when they lean into it, then they slap them with the fish. So that's an old joke. Seen that many, many times. So Scott's saying he sometimes takes his 14-foot aluminum boat out a ways from Dana Point. Yeah, you can get away with it when you have perfect weather, but you get a little bit of wind, you have an engine go out, you get in bad conditions, and then you're not going to want to be out there. I don't know if you guys watch Gold Rush or that other one. Is it Bering Sea or Bering Sea Gold or something? The one when they're up in Alaska, out in the Bering Sea, looking for gold. So if you look at the next episode coming up, there's this super barge that they use up there, and they must have millions of dollars invested in it. And I haven't seen the episode yet, but the promo makes it look like it sinks. And you hear the other captains talking, and they're all talking about the captain being out there in really bad weather, 50, 60 knot winds, and he wanted to get an extra hour or two on the water. And you just don't do that. You don't want to lose the equipment. You don't want to lose your employees. You don't want to hurt anybody. The whole thing about going on the ocean is you want to make it safe so you can go do it again the next day and the day after that. And you have to really be careful picking your days. I mean, there's days when I take charter groups out where I don't go out past the breakwater. They're in from out of town and they want to be on the boat and it's blowing 30 knots or there's a big swell and I can't take them out there. There's no way. It's too dangerous. But once they see how big the waves are, they don't complain that we're fishing the oil islands inside the harbor. You know, you see 15-foot waves outside the breakwater or, 12-foot waves breaking over the jetty. And then you're pretty happy to stay hiding behind an oil island trying to catch some bass and sculpin. So, or we drift inside for halibut. But, that's what we do to get the day in. You have to be real respectful of the ocean when you're out at sea. That's the one thing I would suggest is be respectful. You might get away with it 4 or 5 times, but there'll be that one time when it's really bad and there won't be anything you can do. Yeah, no, tree fish do not smell like pine. Tree fish smell like other fish. And that's the one thing about fresh fish, it doesn't smell. Fresh fish never ever smells. So, now I've never had a bad tasting whitefish. And if you go to like Rosarito, Ensenada, the number one fish they serve as a whole fried fish is a whitefish. And I enjoy them that way. Just fry them whole and pick at them, put some chili on top. They are delicious. What other questions? Okay, so Tyler, Channel Island Sport Fishing is the new name of the landing. The old name was called Cisco's, and that doesn't stand for anything else. That was somebody's name. So it was Cisco's Landing. But the new name for it is Channel Island Sport Fishing. Somebody else used to own it years ago, and then when the name changed, it went to Channel Island Sport Fishing. A lot of people didn't know what Cisco's was, but those that fished a lot, they knew it was Cisco's. So to make it easier for new people, it's called Channel Island Sport Fishing. Have I ever fished the Victory out of Long Beach? Many, many times. I have episodes of it here on my YouTube channel and the newer ones on my app. You guys can see it there. Um, Brown ballers. Yeah, I'm ready to go fishing. I was out yesterday. I took my boat out yesterday, and I just me and my deckhand. We just ran the boat. I put a new anchor winch on the boat, so we had to go try it out, try it on some spots, and make sure it worked right. And it worked good. It was good. I was glad I was on it, so we could check it out. But I'm gonna start doing private charters pretty soon. I think like this month, probably like the 16th. So I'll probably start doing that. And if you guys want to go on my private charters or hire me for a private charter, there's a link for it there. We might do some open party trips next month, but right now we're not going to be doing any open party trips until everything kind of settles down with the virus. Right now, it's going to be all private charters, people that know each other, people from the same family, stuff like that. But if you want to go fishing with three of your friends, be glad to take you out on my boat. But I think we'll get more answers here this week from the governor if they're gonna make us run 50% of normal load, or we can run like normal. Everybody's just kind of worried to see what's going to happen. Yeah, I think we'll keep up doing the live streams, James. I don't know. We won't do it 3 days a week, especially if I'm running charters 5 days a week. But we'll pick a day. I don't know, Wednesday or something. I would say Mondays, but if there's Monday Night Football, I'm going to want to watch football. And everybody else is going to be watching football. So maybe Wednesdays or something. We'll pick a day, and I think we'll keep doing these. You guys seem to like them, so we can do that. And then, if you guys could support me by ordering my app and shopping on my website, any of that stuff would really help a lot. Anything you guys can do, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're still interested in the raffle, we have a new raffle that we're going to give away on Wednesday, and it's all the stuff that's in this bag. So we got different lures and stuff, crankbaits, trolling stuff, a bunch of stuff. And Wednesday we might have a guest for you guys. I think I have a skipper, Jared from the Gale Force. He said he'd be willing to come on and talk to you guys. So I would just kind of interview him over the phone, and hopefully he can ask you guys, answer your questions if you guys have questions for him. So think about your questions, and we'll do that. Chavez, how long do red tides last? They last until the wind pushes them through. And I don't know if we're going to get any strong winds in a while, but from what I'm hearing, this red tide is thick in San Diego. It's in Ensenada. I don't know how far north it is. It's up in Santa Barbara, but it's in San Diego. It's in Ensenada. It's here really bad. And luckily, it's breaking up a little bit. When we're at the horseshoe, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, guys, if you guys could like the video, there's over 200 of you right now. We just need 30 more to get to 100. So just 30 more of you guys to like this video would help a lot. Any tides for fish? Any tips for fishing in red tide? Well, normally I would tell you fish deeper, or I would number one rule would be find water that isn't red. But if you're fishing like in the bay, like if you're looking for spotted bay bass and it's a red tide, I would think you're going to want to fish like a small crankbait, something that moves a lot, so the fish will feel the vibration. So, like here's one of the prizes in the raffle. So here's the little crankbait. It's got the bill there to swim. Something like that. Something that even a stick, something like this. Something that'll move a lot. So maybe the fish don't necessarily see it, but they feel the vibration, so they go attack it. That's what I would call the fish. If you're on a boat, try to find some cleaner water. But you're fishing from shore. I probably wouldn't do that. Hey, Ivan. Ivan's one of the guys that uses my bucktails a lot to catch what do you call it? Halibut in the surf. Okay. Any last questions? I'm getting up at 2 hours here, so I'm gonna go make some dinner. Which is your go-to magic metals for tuna fishing? I like the 4.5 ounce. I like the blue color. I like the mackerel color. I like the chrome. And I also like the all red. There's an all red one in magic metal. And I like the bucktail, an all red. But this is the HD. Don't use a normal bucktail. If you use a regular bucktail, the hook's too soft. It won't work for the tuna. You want to use the HD only. Okay. Okay. So what are the last questions here? Do you know where to go right now for fishing and training? If you want to just go fishing at a lake, a lot of the San Bernardino lakes are open, Pudding Stone's open, Lake's open. If you want to go on a boat, the only chance you really have right now is a private charter, someone like me. But I probably won't be running trips until the 15th, which is only like a week away. But you can always just, email me some dates that work for you. And there's a link there to my prices are prices for my private charters. So we can do that. Yeah, so there's a link there for the private charters. $700 is what I charge for a half day trip. That's 4 people, includes all the tackle, the boat, the bait, me and a deckhand. And so that's all that. Yeah, right now the surf fishing derby in Rosarito is still on, but I will check this month with the hotel to see if it's going to be allowed to happen. I don't know if the city in Rosarito is going to not let it happen because it might be too many people. So I have to find out. I will try to find out. Okay, guys, we need less than 20 more people to like this video. You can do it. You guys can do it. Please like this video. Let's get to 100. This is the most likes. I'm impressed. And this is definitely the most people we've had for one of these. Normally we're under 70 people, 60 people. So today we got up over 300. I'm not sure why. I don't know if all the likes you guys have helped and YouTube threw it out there and got more people interested in it. But I really appreciate it. Yeah, Ivan, I hope we can go down to Rosarito next month and go fish. I know people are going down to Rosarito. I don't think the beaches are open right now, but I don't know for sure. But I know people were saying it was really easy to cross the border and to get back. So that was cool. Okay, we only need 12 more people. There's 100 of you on right now. 12 of you. Please find that button. Maybe one of you guys can describe where the button is because Kevin was telling me he couldn't see where to find that button. We only need 11 people now. So somebody please explain where the button is. Where the countdown, 10 to go. Let's go, you guys. We can get there. Somebody said they wanted me to see me smile. This is making me smile. The last 10 countdown. Let's go. I need you guys to like the video. Oh, we lost one. Come on, guys. Let's like the video. Okay, we only need 8 more. 8 more. We can get there. 7 more. Yeah, I think this red tide's going to last until we get some wind. And hopefully there'll be a little bit of wind coming up with the Santa Ana winds coming. We get the Santa Ana winds to push this red tide out to sea, then that'll probably be it. Ivan, did you like the video yet? I need you guys to like the video. Brian, like the video. Well, I think Brian already did. He got his wife to like the video. Okay, 5 more. Oh, we lost one. 5 more, guys. 6 more now. I hate that when we lose one. Okay, we got 5 more to go. Come on, 5 more so I can go make some dinner. And probably April wants to go outside too. But yeah, if you guys can, if you're interested in private charters, please go to my website and email me. And I'll put my email address here. You can just email me dates that work for you. And let's see what dates I'm free. 4 more. Come on, there's 90 of you online right now. We only need 4. 4 more. Tell your kids in the other room to like it. 3 more. This is impressive. Gonna get to 100 likes. And I need all you guys to subscribe. I really want to get to 50,000 subscribers. So. We got the weather in April. You're saying that we didn't get the winds. We got lots of rain in April and stuff. So we got the weather. 2 more to go, you guys. Come on, 2 of you can. There's 90 of you online right now. 1 more. 1 more person. Oh, we lost. Now we need 3. Is there 3 people left out there? 2 people left out there? One more to go. Maybe you guys are seeing it that I'm not seeing it. I only see 99, but you guys are saying that it's there. 99 is all I see. We're over 100. Yay! Thank you guys. Thank you very much. So just to let you know what I'm having for dinner, I'm gonna sear up some bluefin tuna with some brown rice. So I'm gonna do that. All right, thanks guys. So I will meet you back here on Wednesday, and I'm gonna try to line up Jared from the Gale Force to talk to you guys, give you some fishing tips and all that. So yeah, for an old guy, I'm getting quite a few followers. So thank you. I appreciate it. And please subscribe too, right? No, I know I need a haircut. I need a haircut bad, but there's no barbers that are open. But there is a barber on my block. Maybe I can ask him. I just found out last week walking my dog that he's a barber, so maybe I can ask him. So, well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And let's meet here Wednesday. And tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. So tomorrow's like a bonus day because I don't know how often Cinco de Mayo happens on Taco Tuesday. So it's Taco Tuesday and Cinco de Mayo together in one day. Shouldn't get much better than that. All right, so I'll see you guys all on Wednesday. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for giving me over 100 likes. And I don't know where the 300 people came from today that were on the chat, but thank you guys. And even now, I mean, we're still at 80. That's more than we normally have. Okay, here's my email address again, Brian. I put it up there earlier, but if you guys would like to send me dates that work for you for private charters, we can pick some dates out and we can take you out. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you.